have a Twitter?
I got a Twitter probably like 2 years ago and I never used it.
I do have a Twitter.
I do not have a Twitter. Follow me.
And suddenly it kind of started taking off within the last year.
Well, I used to have a Twitter and I just kind of felt like it was pointless. I didn't see the point of telling the world everything I was doing at every second, so I got rid of it.
I like replying to people and stuff and talking to people through Twitter, like my sister and stuff, so we don't have to have a long, in-depth conversation.
A lot of it has been through friends and family and that kind of thing.
But I also use it to retweet causes.
I obviously have a Facebook.
On Facebook, I
like to creep on people's pictures and save them to my computer.
I also like to brag about things I've done just to see how people react to them.
Sometimes I print them out and put them on the walls of my room.
I put my pictures on there. I look at my friends' pictures.
Well, I get a lot of friend requests.
About 1 million.
I think on Facebook I have maybe 1,200 friends.
Probably about 400.
Most people don't know this, but I think I have like 1,063.
I have 1,600. But they're not really my friends. They're more of my fans.
Probably about 13.
I don't know how many friends I have. I have a lot of acquaintances because I like talking to people.
There's probably about 15 people. Like I'm gonna see every day, I'm gonna talk to them every day.
5 to 10 on a good day.
I mean, I have a lot of acquaintances, but the people I hang out with, a solid 30.
Definitely a Facebook friend's not a for real friend.
I call and text my friends just about every single day.
It depends on how bored I'm feeling that day.
My cell phone holds an inbox of 300 and I delete it every 2 days.
I would say I average about 100 texts a day.
Some days, I'll probably send as little as 5 text messages.
8 or 9 different text conversations.
I call and text a lot.
I call all my friends in real life.
Since my parents have gotten text messaging on their phone, instead of getting into a huge conversation, because my mother loves to talk on the phone.
Now, I normally don't pick up the phone and call someone, I'll just text.
You don't see people talking in person anymore when you can just send a text message real quick.
Sometimes they don't understand what I'm talking about, or sometimes they misread it.
I'm a very sarcastic person, and usually people don't get sarcasm through just reading something. I feel like I offend a lot of people that way.
Some people you can have text message conversations with, but then you realize that they're really awkward and can't really hold a real life conversation, and they really depend on text messages to build relationships.
You don't really have to meet up with people, ever.
So people can fool you.
So it's always easier just to send a little text like, hey, hope you're having a good day. If there's anything important, call me.
If you can't read someone's emotions, then you can't really have a real conversation with them.
Text talk is not real talk.
Speaking face to face, for sure.
It always depends on the person.
Face to face, because I like eye contact, that's a big thing.
And the whole scenario going, facial expressions, really get down to it.
I don't usually like talking to people on the phone. You're stuck in that conversation. Sometimes I don't like to take that chance.
I don't think that our generation would be able to handle something like a Facebook outage or something like that.
No, there's no way we'd survive.
If Facebook or Twitter or anything would ever just like stop working, people would probably just run around in the streets. They would thrust pictures of themselves into people's faces and say, "Do you like this?"
We might fail because we don't know how to be completely social with one another.
I think a good bit of our generation would survive. I think other people in the generation would die off. It's kind of like natural selection.
Everybody would poke everybody. Everybody's walls would be dirty.
Well, I got my first cell phone in 5th grade, and I was about 9 years old, but my little sister got her cell phone when she was 3 years old.
Probably middle school.
They're probably gonna need a ride home from school.
Depends on how busy the kid is.
Until they can drive. I got one when my brother got his license, and there was a phone deal at Verizon.
They don't even know how to talk, really. Why did she have that?
That's a hard question.
We're gonna have holograms, I know it. They're gonna be right here in front of us.
I don't know what the technology is going to be, but it's going to be faster because that's what people want. People want everything fast.
Technology is going to continue to boom, and
That's where we're headed, that we're just gonna become impersonal with one another and just type on our little computer.
you got to be ready for it.
But the thing about it is that there's so much more.